I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine!
Ken!
Sarah!
Sark. Don't forget Jerry.
Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You're listening to Nerd Poker. Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
And farts.
Hi, friends.
Hi, Brian.
Going off the rails. Jesus Christ.
Whamdango!
So Sarah's back, obviously, and so's Jerry.
Don't do that to them.
Just kidding. Rick's still here. He never even left the building.
Too many
Ricks.
God, that'll be so old by the time this episode
Right?
ends.
I know, it's so...
People be like, what?
There's some fucking comedians in
3
that room?
weeks ago.
Like, what a bunch of hacks.
Jesus Christ.
We're known for doing old references, so that's
Oh,
okay.
yeah, that's true.
Where's the beef,
I don't know.
huh? Because the lady...
Chuck Mangione's doing that whole new single every week thing. So.
That's come back around. Dan Telfer.
Hi.
Pardon me.
I hope you like me.
Ken Daly.
I cough.
Blaine Capatch.
Tonight I'm Jim Croce.
If you could put time in a bottle.
First thing I like to do is blank. Wow, 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 wow. Elky Summer. What would you like to?
All right, so we're running
Gonna
through.
brush your teeth real quick to get that out of your mouth.
We're running through the city. Asshole's about to Whamdango when he thinks we're far enough along through the city. We just killed a giant rat.
Giant rat.
Short work,
I
a
have
big
the
rat.
fucking rats again.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
But please don't have us all turn
Back
into
to the rats.
fucking.
rats like on the way.
All right, so now we're moving away from the corpse.
Moving away from the corpse. You're still off to the side of the street, so not even out of breath. You can just kind of keep moving down the street.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Okay, so then you get to the city of gold and you win.
All right,
Yay! How many points?
All of them.
cool. We won, Winter.
So he couldn't be there with us.
Wait, you guys are going to wait for me with all the gold, right?
Actually, what's going to happen is now we're all going to just go home because our characters are done, but you're going to continue to role play your weird
Well, I don't
nightmare
know.
scenario.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what's going on with you guys, so I actually should probably.
Still planning on whamdanging.
I'm guessing I wait about an hour, so you guys better hustle your asses.
So,
'cause
Hey, we're hustling.
I would say your quality eyeglasses will be ready in about 10 minutes. So that's if that's anything to go on.
Okay. We'll be there around 10 minutes.
All right. Well, then I guess can we?
Oh.
Jumping forward 10 minutes.
No, I'm not saying you'll be there. I'm just saying in an hour. That's when an hour is.
In 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All right.
You guys have been.
Get back to you in an hour.
Oh, yeah, so we're
Oh,
still
you guys have
booking.
been. How far?
Wait, is
how
this some
far into the town are
interstellar
you?
like
Hour
time
back.
shift thing?
In relative
haven't seen that
terms,
movie.
man, a giant has more gravity, and gravity is what changes the pacing of time. Sorry.
Do the giants all move in slow motion like Godzilla and shit?
I'm missing all these Jack and Jill references. So you guys are sort of making your way down really the only major street. If there's any side streets or alleys, they look like they're just they would just take too long to get to. And
Okay.
But we are keeping an eye out for interesting buildings like banks or storehouses or
Buttermilk factories.
buttermilk factories because we fucking love buttermilk.
So, well, you guys, you're making your way down what appears to be some sort of like a major avenue. I wouldn't say Ventura, but it looks like the main drag, sort of zigging and zagging your way
Like
into
Little
the city.
Santa Monica, maybe?
Yeah, a little Santa Monica.
Can they see the docks? Can you guys maybe should ask if they see boats?
Can we see any boats, mister?
No, you're starting to notice that that to the right the buildings are starting to look a little nicer. And then to the right where there would normally be like docks and wharfs and stuff like that, it just suddenly becomes like a walled area. There's like almost like a Beverly Hills type wall. Like it looks like it becomes a very nice area.
I like it.
The buildings get more and more official as you get in. It's it's not grand or beautiful or anything, but it's just
They never lock their doors in Beverly Hills.
A large city. And you see up ahead, you see that there's looks like a roundabout, maybe like a weird statue or some artwork and stuff in the middle.
Yeah, I would say Lyra's looking out for anything that looks like a cartographer's shop or a navigator's place where you would go to get like adventurers' maps.
Yeah, everything looks gigantic and normal. There's nothing nothing specialty here. Maybe some closed up occasional like fruit markets or food markets. Sometimes you walk by some sleeping giant chickens in cages and stuff, but nothing like that. Also, up in the distance, when you're sort of checking out the square or the roundabout up there, you do see occasionally you'll see groups of people walk by like giants, but you see a group of blue giants walking by.
Blue Jays.
Just walking by. And when you guys are trying to figure out if you actually just saw some blue giants, you see a group of yellow giants walking by.
What all kinds of giants?
Huh.
It's like Skittles land.
You guys better hustle
What
because
are we doing? Yeah,
I'm on a clock and I'm just going to blow shit up. in
We're
this
trying
town.
to stay unseen.
Yeah.
Let's pick a building to
Yeah, major
hide in.
cover. Like if we can find, like a corner or
Like a
alley.
crack
like,
in a building or something.
wait
or
till we see a
door
bigger
we can
gap in
climb under or
people,
something,
yeah.
Maybe I've been sitting up there like thinking this whole plan's just a bad idea.
I also like I like what
You will be in so much trouble.
I like what Hugs just said. Like maybe there's a doorway we could actually like. It's dark inside. Let's just crawl under the
slip into.
doorway.
yes.
So the direction of the docks is barred by a giant gate that there are no openings. There's no easy way for them to get through. That's what they stop. That's
No,
what
there's no. You don't even know if there's any docks or anything on this side.
It's also very big.
It's a big town. All right, I got it.
Yeah.
So we've maybe made a mistake.
No.
We're fine.
We'll be okay.
Yeah, we're
Come see us.
waiting for
Just,
we're waiting
you
for the
know,
Whamdango
Do what you
to
gotta
happen.
do and come see us.
Do you want to fire off a Whamdango at some
think it's-
point? I think you're hitting Whamdango time.
I think it's probably about that time.
Do we?
The good
let's-
friends.
I know this
That
is
kinda
completely
special.
impossible to orchestrate, but let's say we try to hide under a door before the Whamdango clock goes off.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what we're doing.
Yeah, they would know. They would know to do that.
Let's not like have our asses sticking stuck halfway out of a door
No, of
when all of a
course.
sudden things start lighting
Of
up.
course,
Yeah,
you guys
sounds
knew.
good.
You guys knew to do that.
Right.
Let's do that magic trick where we turn into a doorway.
All right.
Can't you do that trick?
We all can.
Val Kilmer did. He was really great too.
Ow!
So
all right.
all right. So you kind of
Find a place to hide.
yeah, you guys know that something big is going to happen. So you sort of you find a maybe like a stoop of a
Okay.
building, of maybe some sort of municipal building or something. Doesn't look like a residence. You find there's a little maybe a little area underneath some steps, and you sort of take some cover out of sight.
Can we see that spot, that tower with the shiny thing?
No, that's kind of back the street that you've walked up. So
It's obscured by buildings at this point.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Just do it.
Roll
waiting
for
on the
Whamdango.
What is the die for Whamdango?
Oh God! What
Should
if he
I? This should
botches his Whamdango?
Oh yeah, because you got to aim it, don't you?
I don't think he can botch it though. It's a spell. He could misfire.
be. Now, am I? What,
Note that
am I-
Blaine
am
is
I-
not commenting.
Am I rolling?
What is Rick Whamdangoing brought to you by?
Loot Crate. Loot Crate for all the Whamdango.
It's all brought to you by Loot Crate.
It's brought to you by what? Whamdango.com for all of your.
So Winter is going to stand. Winter is going to remove his pants
What? Why?
just because it's got to be dramatic.
That's what Jerry would do.
And he's
true.
buck naked, and he's just gonna slap his balls around until it got like a half erection, just so he could feel like a man. And he's standing out there by himself with half an erection, and he puts his thumb up into his asshole,
Why?
and he pinches onto his taint to feel alive.
It's really clear why this is happening,
just
by the
to
way.
feel like this moment might be his last. He wants to
okay.
really-
We're still in the room.
So this is what he was waiting.
He wants to feel like he's really experienced. The one thing he's never done, he's never been able to like put. He's so afraid that he's so secretly
his bucket list.
He's so secretly afraid that he might be gay that he's never tickled his own prostate, and so he just says, and the thumb goes up to the prostate, and then he pinches the skin of the taint, and he feels it, and he smiles, and he says it's time, and he knows now that he's experienced it all.
What in the H?
This is how Winter Whamdango's. And so Winter.
You just got so many points for role playing.
I know.
So Whamdango is pulling his pants back up, and he's ready. He lights his pipe, and while he's and the embers are glowing on his face, giving it sort of a dramatic kind of Kurt Russell thing with his weathered, bearded, long, terrified of homosexuals.
Oh, God.
Sort of just this really terrible.
What the fuck is happening?
This is amazing.
Meanwhile, back on the other side of the city.
I think Winter might have. No, it doesn't matter at this point. He's going to die. So Winter gets the Whamdango ready, and he powers it up.
By the way, when you have the thumb up your ass, a flash goes off, and you look over, and some cute girls giggle and roll their eyes and leave.
Wait, how did the girls get outside?
I don't know. They just saw you.
Giant girls?
No, they were human.
Human
Human
girls?
Yeah, they look like they were into like magician types.
Dude, you totally blew it.
Damn.
But they see you and they take a picture and they walk away giggling.
I'm just gonna smell my thumb and scream back.
Too many.
You don't know what you're. Yeah, I got nothing. So
I can
all
still
right.
fight you cowards.
So I've been photographed with my thumb up my ass. The pipe's lit. My special blend is burning in the pipe.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm making it. I'm setting a scene, man.
This is why you brought Rick Remender to this.
I'm setting a scene. Like this has to be. I'm about to potentially do something that will buy you guys all an escape if everybody goes running to the Whamdango. But I might die here, so this is a big moment for Winter. I have a responsibility to everybody who's inhabited Winter, Brian, and I take that really.
I really
serious.
do think you should have rolled for the taint pinching though, just to make sure you didn't botch that.
No, I knew right where the prostate was. I imagined it, and I just went right for it, and I pushed in, and then I grabbed, and then the taint, and I squeezed so hard that tears came to my eyes. I don't know.
Oh my god.
All right.
Golly,
So have
gee
you
whiz.
actually fired the magic missile yet, or
No, I lit my pipe. I can't get to the point where. So my hands begin to glow with the ancient magic of the Whamdango.
you wanted me to wait behind with him for this, by the way?
You were lucky you didn't. It was always going to be this way. There was one version where I was just going to tear my taint out, so I bled to death before they got to me. But we'll get there.
If you want to experience this storytelling, please pick up Rick's books, Marvel Comics,
No,
Axis.
No, these stories go to the other books.
Okay.
Yeah. So all right, my hands are glowing. My pipe is lit. I got a stern expression on my face. I'm this.
half an erection?
Half an erection, and I go Whamdango!
Finally.
Yeah. Well, you have to build the
applause
clang
sign
over.
lights up. Studio audience
Greatest
goes
Van
crazy.
Halen video I've ever seen.
All right. So this is if I hit. This is to hit.
Yeah, just roll a 20.
Sort of.
But it was in the direction of the town, big town.
Did you really roll a 1?
It's a
No,
it's a
He
2.
rolled a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't one.
All right. Well, as long as it wasn't a 1.
Okay.
You see, I'm gonna say you have 8 missiles sort of coming from your fingers.
All right.
Since you're 4th level, I'm gonna say 1 from each hand.
Okay.
And they sort of you sort of point them off into the distance while you're yelling Whamdango, and they kind of weave together, braid themselves together, kind of like the cannons on Space Cruiser Yamato would, the way they would just sort of twist into a giant big beam. And these things sail away, leaving this white smoky trail, and they soar over the tops of the trees, and they hit this beautiful tower off in a clearing, and you just hear this weird bong.
Okay. Pants up, running.
And then there's a weird toof, and you just see that thing that you shot at the top of the tower just sort of just flames start to come out of the window a little bit, and then more and more flames, and then smoke.
It sounds like it sounds like a church. That sounds
Fuck
like we.
yeah.
That sounds like we set a church on fire.
But that's awesome. Thank goodness you did.
All right. Oh, I'm running, by the way.
For
Now we
Satan.
can cut back to the 3 guys hiding while I'm out, really experiencing life and feeling and tasting and loving. I'm running though into my plan of the run around and then the get back in.
And where are you running exactly?
Not knowing.
Past the church he just set on fire for black metal.
Towards where
he's trying to catch up to us, yeah.
If this is, let's just say this is the town, and I've just set this on fire. Is there the only way into town is one road?
You might want to just go up the road that they went up, because
Okay.
that's really the only.
'cause
major-
you're
All
meet
right.
us
So
anyway.
I'm gonna wait.
Yeah.
By the, I'm gonna wait and see everybody's running that direction, and I'm gonna like scour the other wall and go the long way away from the thing I just blew up, and then
Towards us.
towards where we determined we would meet.
Yes. Cool.
Okay, so so you head for the road, and you're following these guys into the city, or you're going to try to you're going to go into the city and then around. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this straight.
Well, once the around is once I'm in. So let's say if to the left is burning building, I'm going to the right, away from burning building, along the wall or the alleys. Obviously, I'm looking for shadows and going the other direction of the thing. So when people come running, I'm going to be mindful to not be trampled.
Okay. So you sort of sneak out to the road with your pants on. Now I'm hoping, and you get out there and there's really nothing going on. But you start to sort of you break into a little bit of a jog into the city, kind of along the avenue where you guys were walking, and you look over and you can see. Pretty soon, the tower you lit is going to be obscured by other buildings. So you're starting to hear some. You hear some voices off in the distance. You start to hear some more footsteps, and then a dong 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 dong.
I'd like to hide.
Yeah. So it just sounds like, and this is sort of like, I guess, back and to your left. This is all starting to
Kennedy.
happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very, very Kennedy-esque. So if you keep moving into the city and stay in cover, you should be okay.
I'm in the city on the main street right now, and so if there's anything I could hide in, like under a door or into a.
Okay. You turn around and you see a red giant walking down the street, and he looks right at you.
Fuck.
Want some
He
dice?
looked like he was walking towards where he heard the commotion, but
Sure.
he just sort of like looked around and just happened to look directly at you.
Okay.
Hey, why don't you roll a 6-sided?
6,
Roll it again.
4.
He just sort of points at you and goes,
All right, I go. Hey, back. Hey, how you doing? And then I just keep moving away the way I was going and not making a big stink.
All right.
I love this plan.
Okay. When you say hey back, he goes, all right. And sort of keeps moving the way he was moving. I guess he you notice he looks like he might have just woken up. So.
All right. Well, I do have a 14 charisma, so
Yes.
And I have just.
And there's a lot of shit going on.
I have the.
Actually, I just rolled to see how stupid he was. He was pretty stupid.
It was pretty stupid. No, it sounds like that's a very dumb giant.
So that was close. But you see past the giant, you see him walk across the avenue. He's walking along a side street. And then you start to see past him other side streets. You see you see a giant or two cross the avenue where you're walking. Sort of like jogging a little bit, like they're all heading towards the fire that you might have started.
Okay. Excellent. And so I'm going to I guess I've been moving in the direction we said we'd meet in. I'm going to tuck myself away until, just for like 5 minutes behind a barrel, something where I can hide, just until the traffic going to the burning building has gone there.
Probably a good call.
So, yeah. And then while I hide for 5 minutes, you can catch us up on where these gentlemen are hiding.
Sure. Okay.
Is that cool? Does that work? Is there like a barrel? I mean...
Yeah, there's luckily there's a Polish beer hall right in front of you, and so they've rolled out a few barrels. So you can hide in those. There's some monkeys and some fish you could shoot. The monkey ones are really fun, though, I heard. Kids love them. Hey, and where were you guys? What were you guys doing? We're gonna cut back to what's happening here quickly.
We ducked into a doorway or something, but in this building, in this area. I would like to try to get inside one of these buildings if we could. What do we see going on about us?
You don't really see anything. It's still dark, 2 a.m. ish, 2:30 maybe. You hear way off in the distance. You hear some bells ringing, and when this happens, you hear some footsteps, and you see a red giant come around the corner and sort of run down the avenue towards where you were. Mm-hmm. And then you see maybe a couple minutes later another group of 2 red giants go running by, and they look a little more like they're in a hurry.
Well, what do you want to get out of a building in particular?
I don't know. Hopefully, information, maps like you're looking for.
Yeah, like
supplies, anything, and also a place to meet up.
Well, the place we want to meet up, we want to be like close to the docks, like right by the boats, right? Like, because the hardest part is just getting through the bulk of the city,
right?
So yeah, like once we feel like we've seen enough giants pass, that most of this area's giants are distracted. Like, really look for like a mappy type place that we get supplies.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just drawing.
Is there anything unusual you've noticed about this city other than it's large? I guess you said this is sort of a fancier area.
Yeah, all the colors,
municipal buildings,
still reddish.
Yeah, everything's
blue and
red.
Yellow too, right?
Yeah, I've seen blue and yellow. Yeah,
but no green.
Blue and yellow giants, but the architecture is reddish.
Yeah, everything's sort of red tinted a little bit.
Okay,
for the most part, there's wood and
sure,
but for the most part, it's all red shaded. So yeah, you guys are sort of in an area where maybe a block. If you went a block behind you, there would be a full wall, like a walled community.
Okay.
And then beyond that, it wouldn't be far, and it would probably be the end where the like waterfront properties.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So this is probably just rich people hanging out in a nice area.
Let's get a map. Let's make that the goal before we get to the docks.
There's a little Filipino kid with no shirt on up here in the corner, wearing sunglasses. He's got earbuds and he's selling maps. No, there's not a guy.
Is Tatum O'Neill?
But yeah,
Tatum O'Neill.
I mean, do we feel like based on our knowledge of what one of these towns might look back where we're from. Do we think that kind of a cartography place would be closer to the docks? Where would it be?
Nah, you're not really getting a cartography vibe from Sherry.
Is there a store with a globe in front of it? Or a library or a bookstore would also be good for that sort of thing.
Less specific, maybe more common.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like,
I don't think these guys are real readers.
they're dumb, but like they got to have some kind of like
Yeah.
adventure supply type place.
Oh, Adventure Supply.
I'm actually
A16.
This is how dumb I actually am. Like when I like when I say cartography, I'm actually trying to be broad. Just like what is like a very general.
Like a library, bookstore,
Yeah.
a general store would be very general.
Yeah. But not a fucking fruit stand.
Yeah, well, right now you feel like you're sort of in you're in a nicer area. There's not really a lot of shops. This looks like it would probably be a
Civic center.
some sort of civic place or
Might have maps. City Hall.
well, and when I say this, it might as well.
We really need the most general map in the world. So like, is there a lot like any kind of?
I'm not with you. Never mind.
It's driving Rick crazy right now.
Let's take a quick break. We're back.
And we're back.
All right.
And we're back, and we're back, and we're back, y'all.
So we're heading. What did you say? Northwest. We want to
the water?
Yeah, we want to go north till we get to this little town square, and then we want to head towards the water. West.
Yeah, that sounds good.
West northeast.
Let's get to town square.
Right. Yeah.
Northwest Kanye.
Are you guys? Is that where we're gonna meet? Or are you guys running off and just chatting?
Yeah,
That's where we're gonna meet.
that's where we're gonna meet. Fuckface.
How's he going to know that?
Well, that must be where we. He must know that that's
Well,
where we
that's
discussed.
where we had talked about going.
Yes.
That sounds good.
You guys make
It's
me
such a-
feel
it's-
so good about my short-term memory. Like,
It's such a nice microphone. I just you can get right up close to it. Just
Oh, boy.
just sort of whisper into it.
Oh my god.
It becomes very intimate though. All of us when I'm whispering to you.
We're in somebody's ear right now.
Somebody in Canada whose money has Margaret Thatcher on it is listening. Right.
Are you guys using dynamics?
All right. So you guys are running. Good.
All right.
Running,
So you guys are. Oh no, you guys are still sort of under the stoop, right?
yeah, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. Well, how many? I mean, is it a lot of people past
Yeah, like,
giants?
Once we feel like a wave of giants has passed, let's get out
You're
of
not.
here.
It doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason. But you
total
do.
chaos.
You do hear
Pretty
that
good shot, huh?
you can't tell that there's something happening in a part of town
Sorry.
where there might be a fire of some sort.
Okay.
Right. That's good. Seems like a
away from
Whamdango
that.
went off somewhere.
Run away from that.
All right. So
Away from Whamdango toward the water.
and what are you doing?
They were moving towards where the dock was, or where they imagined the dock to be northwest.
So you're heading.
Yeah, northwest.
You're heading towards the
North.
heading
Well,
towards that.
trying our best not to be noticed.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys step out from under your stoop and you start to walk towards or make your way towards that town circle, where you figure
Hugging
that,
the shadow.
yeah, you sort of figure that this roundabout is going to be sort of a hub, that you'll be able to find a street that kind of heads towards where you think it is, and right when you do that, somebody goes, "Hey!" You look over and you see
Winter.
you see two green giants.
Ho, ho, ho.
And they're wearing sort of some they're wearing the same kind of outfit as a red giant, but they're obviously green, and it looks like one of them just sort of caught you out of the corner of his eye when they were coming out of a side street, but they were making their way to the other thing. They were making their way towards this commotion, and one of them actually saw you. So Hey, who wants to roll for initiative? I'm going to let Dag roll for initiative. Give me a 6-sided. Oh, give it to him. I'm sorry.
Something terrible has happened over in that direction. I say.
Hey, don't you Green Giants want to
I
go
say
look at
to
that
them.
fire over there?
Hey, what the? Something terrible over there. Go look at it.
All right.
Oh my God, it's terrible.
You guys have initiative on these guys. They are. You could they're maybe 30 yards away from you guys.
Do they care about us more than the fire?
Yeah, when they said, "Hey, did we get like
one?
hey,
like,
you stop vibe," or like oh, that's interesting.
Like you heard, it's sort of like the one guy noticed that there are 3 small human adventurers in the street that are not colored giants of any sort.
Wow.
Do we see any
look at
cover
that
we can
thing
run
over there.
towards?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
see the other giant that he's with kind of stop, and he looks over at where his friend is pointing and kind of squints and sort of starts to notice.
Should we make
that
for
you
an
guys-
alley? Yeah, like is there an alley we can duck into?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah, run.
Okay.
Right.
So you guys are going to take off running?
Yes.
That's why we did this at night,
All right.
because we could lose people.
Oh my God, the fire! Let's run away from it.
Yes.
Right? Don't you giants think
Oh
you should run?
no!
It's terrible over there.
I.e., we're running away because we're not related to this. We're just scared in general.
Fire!
So you guys start running, and you look back, and the one giant that spotted you is following. The other giant is kind of standing there, like, "What the fuck, dude?" Or you know, like they were on their way someplace.
Sweet.
Keep running.
Keep running.
Nice running, guys.
All right.
Stop running.
He's gaining pretty quickly because of his longer legs.
Are we in an alley yet?
You're getting to an alley, and you all kind of do that weird thing where you stop and go, and on the one foot, and then you sort of book into the alley.
Yes.
Can I? Once we get in the alley, can I try to climb up something so maybe I can pounce on him if he were to enter the alley?
Sweet strategy.
All right. When you get around the alley and you see that there's a sort of a weird structure, maybe a trellis kind of a thing along the side, maybe where giants hang laundry or something. I don't know, not laundry. But you start to make your way up, and as you do this, you sort of get up to where the giant's head is when he comes around the corner. He goes, "Hey!"
Like he sees me?
He's looking right at you. It's fucking great.
How close is he?
Like he's right there.
Can I? I'm gonna shoot a bolt right into his eyeball.
Oh, aggressive.
Okay, sure.
Super aggressive.
Do it. Why don't you roll to attack?
What is that? A 10?
So
20.
So the hand crossbow
rusty.
comes up.
A lot of hostility. Oh, sweet roll.
11.
Sweet roll.
All right. So that goes not into his eye, but into his face. Ow! My face! My giant green face!
Hack. Shut the fuck up. I'm fucking hacking at him and screaming, "Shut the fuck up."
Do it.
All right,
Do it.
So Dag starts running at this giant. And,
Shitty roll.
He rolls a 5 and completely misses.
Oh.
And he misses again. And that's also a miss.
Oh.
So Dag takes 3
Keep
swings.
rolling till
He's
you hit.
He's starting to look like Ted Knight golfing.
Miss.
Somebody else?
Hug.
Newton.
Fireballs. I'm going to hit the fireball button on my
Yeah.
wand.
Oh, fireball button on the wand. Okay, here you go.
Right, or do I have fireballs?
Do you have fireball? It's a wand of light.
Yeah. Oh, I can shoot out a crazy spray to distract him.
So excited right
I'm
now.
at that.
Okay, sure.
Do I have to roll for that? Or do I just press the button?
You can just press the button and roll for some damage. What exactly does it do? Do you remember?
I don't know. It's a prismatic spray or something. Some sort of shit. It was a There was a magic missile button on here, by the way. Or was it's at one point.
Wand of
Yeah, I thought it was like a prismatic spray. Oh, I guess it was a blinding flash.
Blinding flash.
Yeah. Like a flashbang.
A flashbang grenade. So let me see. I'm trying to look up. Hey,
What's this brought to you by?
Ken?
It's brought to you by Rick Revenor's Taint.
Yes.
Now in 31 flavors.
All of them bad.
All of them chunky.
Guys, Winter's a character. Winter's not me. I have
Winter is by.
Oh my god! This whole time.
I have played with my own prostate plenty.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Dancing lights, light, continual light, and sunburst.
Sunburst.
All right, here you go. When this effect is called forth, the wand delivers a sudden flash of brilliant greenish-white light with blazing golden rays. 120 feet maximum range.
His buddy's
Delicious.
going to be super excited to see this coming out of the alley.
He's off running at the Whamdango.
I'm going to roll a saving throw versus Ron.
Gina.
Thanks, Gina. Yeah, she's like Billy. I think Billy Joel said it best. You're always a woman.
Gina gastrointestina. Anyway.
So,
There
anyway,
must be 57 tits up there.
you Hug. Two green giants have saw you on their way to the fire.
Yes.
One chased you down an alley, came around the corner, saw Lyra crawling up a trellis. Lyra embedded a crossbow bullet into his face. He took a step back to watch Dag swing 3 times on the ceiling because he wanted him. And then Hug came up out of nowhere with his crazy Men in Black wand and said, "Here, take a look at this." He hit him with a little wand of illumination. The little flash went off, and you just hear this, "Whoa, whoa, what giant eyes!" And this giant with a crossbow bolt in his face steps back. And he's doing that thing where he's blinking really, really hard, but his eyebrows are up, like he just keeps seeing UFOs.
You want to take this guy down?
Yeah, can I?
I went first, but
Be
does he
your
get
turn
a
again.
does he get a turn
Attacking
first?
No, he's blinded for a turn.
Can I in one turn both jump on him and attack? If I succeed at the jump, anyway.
I'm gonna say yeah. If you a roll to attack, and the attack will be a jump.
Cool.
And if
So yeah,
that's-
I'm gonna try and jump on his shoulder and stab him in the throat
Okay, all right.
with the sword. So 20,
There's gonna be a roll to attack.
9.
Okay, that's funny because that's German for what happens to your plan. Does not work. So you see Lyra kind of do a cowabung hole and fly right past this giant. You land on your feet. Nothing really happens at your attack. Dag rolls Dag takes a swing and it's a hide outside.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jeez. All right.
Oh wait! Oh no! Wait! You
it's
you've
just-
got the plus,
every
right?
hit.
Oh no, that is a miss. It comes close, but it's not a hit
Okay.
because this giant's green, so it doesn't really seem to be your frost brand isn't really giving
Ah,
Guacamole sting style.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to hit the magic missile button.
you. All right, you hit the magic missile button.
And do I roll to hit it?
Just roll some damage.
What is it, 1d8 per level or 1d6 per level? Magic missile. Do you remember? What does it say there? Magic missile. I don't know what that says.
Relearn.
Gotta look it up every fucking
Hey,
time.
Blaine, if he's stunned, and blind especially, can I backstab him?
Yeah, he's going to be out for. Let me see how many rounds. He is out.
If he's out, that's what I'm going to do.
So it's a wand of.
Yeah, 1d4 plus 1 per level. So I get 4 missiles at 1d4 plus 1. That's what we've been playing.
Okay, this is.
All right, sure.
I'm gonna roll the dice now. He's got a 5. Okay, good roll. Nice, and a 6.
7,
And a 4.
3, 6, 7, 5, 3. 21.
Okay. This green giant is not so jolly right now, Ken. Lyra, you jump, and it's a good thing that you didn't land because all of a sudden this guy is doing the fire walk. He's just his cloak is engulfed by magic missile hits, and there's a lot of screaming.
Okay.
A very loud screaming. And I just want to make sure he doesn't fall and land on somebody. That would be kind of funny if he did. And there's a thump. And he lands on some recycling bins.
Let's run! Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Totally.
Get the fuck away from that.
Totally run.
But does that mean you? I'm not.
As you guys are running up the street, you can still hear the sizzling because there's still flames coming off of this dead giant, and behind him, from where his friend was, you hear. So, and that's
Bill.
Oh, Rancor Keeper moment.
Well, friend is going to make a
walk
real
off
stink,
crying.
so we got it now. I got to somehow. I'm
Let's
not
keep
going
running.
to give you any ideas.
Is
You
that-
already know what mischief you're going to drop on me trying to get over there.
So we're heading back towards the water still? What are you doing?
Well, there was the idea that we had a general meeting place in mind that was towards the direction of the docks, which was northwest, I believe. So I would say if you guys have a place you can hole up and carve the insignia in the side, hiding in the perfectly maybe another brewery or something with barrels out front would just happen to be there. Then when I come, anyway, I can't really. What am I doing? I can't give you guys advice. Hey, fucking shit, Carvin. All right.
We're not that close to the docks yet, though. Like, we're still trying to get out of this little area.
But if you keep coming, you might catch up to us.
Yeah, no shit. We're running
All right.
into resistance.
Well, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to. My scenario is now. Let's say their fight took 10 minutes.
Yeah. You're probably. I would assume that you were sort of trying to make your way up towards this way, right? Now, who was the last guy you saw? I'm trying to remember.
Was it a red giant saw me or a green giant saw me?
I think a red one
There's
saw
a red
you.
one. Red one saw you.
And then he was stupid.
Oh, I don't know this.
And then I
Okay.
hid for a little bit until I saw more people make their way to the Whamdango, and now I've been making my way towards where I was, the direction these guys are going as well.
Okay. All right. So you're sort of doing a little kind of duck and cover thing as you run up this avenue. You're seeing a lot of. You're closer to the action, so you're seeing a lot more giants running towards this thing, and occasionally you just hear some things. I can't believe it's on fire. I don't believe it. Oh, who would do such a horrible thing? I hope she's okay. So you're just you seem like you're in a
Populated area.
a lot of movement.
All right, spider climb. Or the buildings are tall. They're big to me. Very,
Yeah.
very tall.
Maybe you killed Rapunzel.
If I'm hearing them, that means they're close-ish. So I should probably. I'm going to spider climb up on a shadowy side of a building to try to get to the top of a building and then start scoping around for where these guys might be.
All right. That's a good idea, actually. So you lay some spider climb on, spider kazam, or whatever you want to say. What would be a bad spider thing you could yell?
That what you just said.
Yeah.
Spider Kazam.
Spider Kazam.
Spider kazam? All right.
This is really exciting.
That's where Shaq is bitten by a radioactive spider. He tries to walk up a wall and just pieces of wallboard come off. So you sort of spider climb your way up there, and you're watching. You just see. You start to see that giants are heading over towards this burning structure that you lit on fire. You're hearing more like bells and screams. People going, "Oh my God, I can't believe it! Oh, it's so if we ever get a." So there's a lot of bad blood being caused. You've obviously done something terrible.
Sure. That was,
So
But at least you had a half a boner when you did it.
I did have half a boner. And I experienced something new. And isn't that
I've
what
got half a
adventuring is all
boner.
about?
It is.
while you are up on the while you're kind of shimmying your way up this wall, you can look up the avenue. Once you get above a few roofs, you can look up the avenue and you can see way off in the distance. It looks like it zigs around a little bit. There's like some sort of a central park, like a round park. And then beyond that, you can see, I guess, if to your right, my left, it would be you would see this nice neighborhood where these guys are, like trees and stuff, and maybe occasional houses. And then to your left, my right, way off in the distance, you see like some smoke and like fireplace smokes, chimney smokes, things like that. And you see lights, lighthouses, things like that. So obviously, like that's where the ships are.
Okay. And all right. Can I hop roof to roof in the direction that these guys said we would meet?
Yeah, you could. You can kind of keep moving along. At this level, you're at like the second story level, which is almost 3 stories for us. So, so you're sort of walking along, sort of moseying along these ledges and stuff. And right in front of you, a shutter just flies open.
Perfect. Yeah, of course.
And this head looks out. You can just sort of see the outline of a head. Somebody sort of looking out.
Oh, I see some smoke.
What? I can't believe it. It's a horrible, horrible thing. Who would do such a horrible thing? That's
I mean, I'm obviously, as soon as that popped open, jumping for cover or hiding behind a chimney or something, right? I mean,
Yeah, it's just like a Ebenezer Scrooge looking red giant. He's got like the red giant nightcap on. The whole thing.
Okay. Well, I'm going to stay hidden until he's done looking, I guess.
All right. I just want to make sure that because they have a very strong sense of smell, and you did have your finger up your ass.
God, you're
Please let this
you're
pay
paying
off.
attention. I thought the
You don't
DM
forget
was.
that.
Oh,
kind
you
of
yeah
shit.
you did you nod off during that epic?
No, I remember that. I just thought the DM wasn't.
He had blocked it out. The DM went to a special
He's gonna
safe
come out in
place.
therapy in like 10 years.
Takes a lot to make a stew.
Don't spoil the broth.
So, there's kind of a weird like, but and some giant nostrils flare, but nothing really happens.
All right. Okay.
Get the fuck out of there.
All right.
I smell taint.
So as soon as he closes the window or I can get past him, I'm gonna run jump to the next
Okay,
roof.
so you sort of shimmy past here, and the shutters close behind you, and inside you hear, "Did you fart?" but so nothing really happens.
Okay, all right. Keep moving on in the direction we said we'd meet. Hopping rooftops until I get to a street, and then I'm gonna obviously have to go down and risk crossing a road. But I'd like to just keep rooftoping all the way in the direction. So if we said northwest and we're gonna meet in this general area, I'm gonna keep moving that area on the roofs as much as possible. So
Okay. Well, you get to a street that you're going to have to. You're not going to be able to jump across.
right. So I'll go down and then I'll cross that street and then back up once I get to the other side.
Okay.
Holding shadows, covering.
Interesting. Oh, and then that happened. What else happened, Dice? Really? That's amazing.
Lots of good news.
So you kind of drop and you walk across the street and you just sort of you look up and you see a couple of giants come around a corner. I want you to roll a dexterity check.
17.
And what's your dexterity?
14.
Okay. So one of these guys kind of, they don't see you because it's dark. They're not really looking down. And these guys kind of clip you with their foot a little bit, which is like getting kicked pretty hard. So I'm going to say you take 3 points of damage.
Jesus.
And you get kind of thrown for a loop. So I just want to make sure nobody else sees you while you're stunned in the street. But yeah, they this guy caught you with a heel, and it really fucked you up pretty hard.
It's crazy, man.
That is some crazy shit, dude.
All right. Across the street, up the next roof, out of the line of sight, get off the road, moving in the direction that we previously agreed we'd meet. Got to be gaining on them now. Got to be a lot of happy green giants right around the corner waiting.
All right, you make your way up a couple more blocks. You don't really see anything. You do notice that in addition to a lot of red giants making their way sort of downtown, you see a couple of groups of blue giants. You see a couple of threesomes of green giants walking around, just like groups, and they're all sort of walking towards where the action is. Maybe not running, but they're obviously noticing what's happening. And at one point, walking across the street up ahead, you see all these yellow giants. And the yellow giants are following a smaller giant that's all in gold.
Oh.
But that's it. You just sort of catch a glimpse of that.
Guys, there's a sweet gold giant.
We can't hear you.
It's a sweet. Listen
No,
to
I
you.
mean-
I know you can't. I'm talking to
bet.
myself right now.
All right.
I can't wait to tell the guys there's a sweet gold giant.
Somebody tell Rick we can't hear him. Okay.
If you guys listen closely to
Are you guys using dynamics again?
All right, so should I fuck can I'm a wizard, right? So there's no like stealthily tracking Goldie McTubbston. There's only like a wizard trying to like I can spider climb, that's it, right? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, you're not quite Gandalf yet.
And there's no I am not a thief. I'm not there's no hiding in shadows or anything like that. So I'm gonna okay, well, I'll tell these guys when I get to them that that's what I saw. So I'll keep moving in their direction and bypass this this marvelous gift that there's no chance I could do anything with.
All right. So while you're sort of wrestling with yourself and your nosebleed, you scramble up the side of a wall. You sort of take some cover in some shadows. We're going to go back to you guys. You guys killed a green giant whose body is now smoldering in the middle of the city.
Someone burned the broccoli.
You're sort of making your way up towards this city roundabout thing. And
So is there like a cartographist, Smith? No.
Is there in the street they ended up on? There's none.
We're in the corner of G, P, and S streets.
There's cartography stores everywhere.
Oh, you're in the cartography district.
Do we see like a general store? That's what I meant.
So you guys are sort of still booking up through the shadows. While Lyra furiously yelps for a cartographer.
Maps are us.
Behind you, you hear and not far behind you. Oh my God! Ding 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 ding.
All right,
Fucking
let's.
The people behind you have just noticed that there's a dead green giant. A bunch of
Ho ho ho, dead giant.
Dag, you look back.
In the niblets.
You look back and you see a bunch of red giants looking around this green giant, and you see another couple of green giants run up, and they're kind of doing the disbelief thing, like
Too many giants.
old timey thing. And you see
Someone spoiled the broth.
you see one of them shove one of the red giants, and then you see a sword come out. But you guys keep running, and you're just
Let's just go right for the docks.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
So as we're running, I tell these guys, I think the red giants, green giants think that that a red giant killed that green guy back there.
Yay!
So we might have created a good distraction.
That's awesome.
All
Keep
out
running.
giant war.
Oh, that'd be the best.
People moving out. People moving in. Just because of the color of the skin.
Is that Living Rockets?
It's
It
an
is the
older
world
70s.
destruction.
They covered
of
it, too.
life ain't
Oh, did they?
nothing. Of human race is becoming a disgrace.
No, that's Public Image Limited. That's
Yeah,
a
I'm talking
different
about the
thing.
old version.
In Africa, come to Bada.
in Africa, Babada.
But Love and Rockets.
So we're running.
They didn't cover the song. I mean,
Yes.
Balls of contusions.
The ink is red. The page
Oh my God.
is blue.
Let's get through this couple minutes.
I want to sing a bunch of songs.
Yeah. Let's keep
Let's
running.
go
Let's keep running.
karaoke.
Jeremiah was bullfrog. What's that all about? Am I right? Hit my tape.
Hey guys, did you ever feel like there's like an omnipotent being that controls everything we do, and that sometimes he's singing Jeremiah was a bullfrog? Like I feel like I'm hearing it from the sky right now, like in a very literal way.
I think there's, you just
was a young friend.
as you're running up the street,
Used to
and
touch
you
his
you
dick.
pass an open window where you hear one is the loneliest. You look in, you see a young red giant girl just looking at a picture of a giant that says Corey and cutting herself. And you're like, oh, it's sad. It doesn't matter what size you are, what color you are. Sadness hurts.
I'm real glad we looked in this window.
Yeah, it's a kind of a moment. And you stop and you look at camera, and there's a little tear. And we're gonna have to do it again for safety because we had a plane. And you keep running up the street. So you guys, as you are sort of making your way up the thing here, a group comes around the corner, and you hear, before you see anyone, you hear a thump, thump. You hear some footsteps, and some blue giants come around the corner.
Oh,
And
we
these-
totally ducked in the shadows when we heard the noise, so there's no problem at all.
Oh yeah, well, that you thought you did, but as you were ducking into the shadows, these guys came around the corner and they caught a glimpse of some movement, and they've seen you. So
You guys are
How many
real
of them?
assholes.
there's 3 of these guys, and they don't look like soldiers or cops, but they do look like they have their shields up.
Fucking keep running. Fuck these assholes.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try and run. Yeah, especially if they're not like cops. Like,
All right.
If they're not heavily armed, let's just.
They're just blue and stupid giant Smurf dicks.
Hey, thanks. Thank you guys.
Ooh, did
Making such a
you say Smurf dicks?
sweet
Maybe
trail
we
for
should
me to
kill him
follow.
and just see what a Smurf dick looks like.
Hey, Ken, can you roll a dexterity check for me?
7.
Okay.
I'm good.
Lyra, would you like to roll a dexterity for me?
12.
Okay. Dag, would you like to roll a dexterity check?
Yeah, I would.
As a matter of fact.
19.
No,
hey,
no.
Hey, what's your dexterity?
12.
Ah, okay. So Dag says, "Fuck it, let's run." You guys run. Hug sort of bobs and weaves through these. It's sort of like the speeder chase. You run through these blue tree trunk legs. And Lyra does the same thing. She kind of like does a little weird little pirouette around the ankles, makes it through the other side, and Dag runs comedically right into a shin, and you get kind of a little nosebleed, and you just hear, "Oh, what the fuck?" And you sort of look up and see that there's a blue giant looking right down at you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I stab him.
No.
Okay.
I have to.
Listen to me. Run. Run, sweet spirit. Run to your
Okay, so
freedom.
Dag's gonna take a little. Dag's gonna take an attack.
14.
All right. Okay. Cool. That's a hit. Why don't you roll?
You guys are making a real mess. Dump this all down.
You take a swing. You go into his leg, the front of his leg, and all this blue blood goes flying all over the place. But also, when you do it, you almost get like these weird jolts in your hand. And you almost drop the sword, but it feels like you're just. It feels like you got hit in the diaphragm, like you're just tensing up. And there's a weird sort of smell of ozone, almost like a train set. You're ouch.
They're made of train sets.
Terrific decision.
Shut up, Rick.
You made a lot of really terrific decisions today.
What else?
Do we notice he didn't follow us and like?
Keep running.
Whoa, what was that? I just had an idea. You guys.
If you want to stop and notice that Dag is right now being looked at by is in the middle of 3 blue giants that are looking down at him. You might be able to look back and notice that if you want.
I'm gonna fire a bolt into whatever the easiest butt is. You heard what I said.
Okay. Are you going to fire a bolt in the butt?
Yep.
Roll to attack.
Winter's not here.
4.
That's a 4.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo-doo-boo-ba-da-ba.
So basically what you just did is you just used a crossbow bolt to point out where their butts would be if you had better aim to hug.
All right. Well, hope you got the idea there, Hug.
They're over there.
Would you care for this thing?
Yeah.
Run, Hug, listen.
Here you go.
If you run, they will
Leave him.
save yourself.
By the way, Hug, before you attack, I'm
fuckface.
Are you hearing these great ideas that I'm hearing?
No, don't stop. Shire.
I'm going to conjure a phantom steed.
Backends.
Conjure a phantom steed. How long does that take to get going?
Oh, it's instant, I'm sure.
You mean like Nestle's Quick? Oh, I
Yeah.
could go for some Quick. I could
Speaking
go
of
for
quick, let's one of our sponsors tonight.
1 turn.
One turn?
Yeah.
Well, you could start to get a Phantom Steed going, but it's going to take a while for him to. There's a mattress in the carpool lane. He's going to have to take surface streets.
Right. I guess I'm going to have to use my magic missile again. On the Wandy. Oh, you know what? I'll blind him. Maybe I can blind all of these guys at once.
Yeah, maybe. Try it.
I'll swoop in and save them all.
All right. So Hug is going to whip out his wand, and then he's going to attack with his magical thing.
Oh, well, I just hit the button, right?
You just hit the button.
Are you firing your Whamdango with your pants on? Is that the way you
Oh
do
yeah,
it?
I am.
I'm not criticizing. I'm not.
I'm very prude.
Some people, they wear their pants when they Whamdango.
Some people.
So I'm aiming it at their faces.
Okay. This thing is gonna go off, and these guys are gonna have to roll a save against a wand. So that's going to be there's a blinding flash, and you hear one of the guys like, "Hey, what's going on over?" Yeah, wow!
Whamdango!
Yay! So there's a crazy blinding flash. You're not quite sure how anything is shaken out yet. Winter, from your perch under a ledge, maybe it looks like 30 New York blocks up in the distance. There's a flash.
Okay, I'm moving that a ways.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna move there fast. Still trying to be careful because obviously these dudes are in some shit. But I'm yeah.
And let's run, right? If we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Brian, hey, I want you to roll a save too. Just really quick. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure that you weren't accidentally caught in the flash of that thing.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, let's just put a pin in it for here.
Okay. We run. Did we distract all three, or
I don't know. We're gonna have to wait until our next episode of
you remember?
Boger.
Write it down.
We successfully escaped.
What down?
This week is Thanksgiving, so shove a turkey up your ass.
Right. As is tradition.
Yeah.
No stand up this week. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
This has been an Earwolf Media production. Executive producers Jeff Ulrich and Scott Ackerman. For more information, visit earwolf.com.
Earwolfradio.com